So I thought I would do a little video of my latest little project here for some, if anyone may care, or really just for general reference, so I can look back and see where I came from with this one. But anyway, it's my recent purchase project. This is a legit, well, maybe 50% legit Fender Princeton from what I found out is 1964. Fender Electric Instrument Company. It's a pretty good sign that this was pre-CBS, before CBS bought them out in the I guess early 60s there. But anyway, scored this one off of a guy in Birmingham on Facebook. Mark, great guy, had a lot of amps. I was letting some go and I bought this one. So anyway, as you see, mostly all original, with the exception of course the grill cloth. It looks like something came off a recliner or something from the 80s. I think I remember that pattern, like on my dad's recliner when I was about 6 years old, maybe. I don't know, but it looks like a turd. So gonna try to replace that for sure. Cabinets are all original, with the exception of someone has decided to strip the Tolex and give it this nice shellacking, I guess you would say. And while they're at it, they painted the hardware this nice tacky gold. So I don't know if I can get that off. I may try to maybe get some steel wool, brush that off, or might just replace it. Since it's not 100% legit vintage, it's going to be a refurbish here, so I may just replace all the hardware strap, even though it does look all original. As you see, the guy didn't even let the varnish dry before he put the strap on. Anyway, but everything works on it great. I'll open this thing up and we'll take a look at the circuit. But it's like untouched. Still has the original filter caps, coupling caps, everything. The only change I found was the guy put in a 3-prong power cord, which is pretty standard. But all the pots are fine, none of them scratchy. All the knobs are legit, clean, no chips or scratches really. I mean, the faceplate is nice, and just maybe some water clean it all up a little bit. Like I say, the worst part is this nasty tacky grill cloth. But even the baffle in here is original. These were, you know, like I say, it's a 64. They didn't even have the Fender logo on front like most you would find. A lot of people think that it doesn't have the logo, so it's not real, and it's not a real baffle. But that's false. That there was a lot of them coming in the early 60s without the logo on the grill cover. So don't let that scare you off if you come across one. Like I say, the cabinet is original. I mean, it's still in good shape. Just needs to be. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea, but whatever. Still has original back panels, with the exception of the Tolex, and so probably try to sand those down and send them off. Maybe I may try to recover them myself, or send them to maybe like Mojo Tone or somewhere. Let them do it for me. Like I say, the chassis all good, clean. I'll say clean for its age anyway. Like I say, let's get in there. It's I don't know if you can see that. That is A01099, which I think dates it to, pretty sure is 1964. So that's pretty cool. Vibrato pedal, external speaker jack. Even has the original speaker cable. These actually had the metal. You can see it's rusted, but they have the metal cover. Before they had the CBS bought them out, and they went to the little plastic Fender F cap. So that's just a small little difference if you ever come across those, to know that that is legit. Don't let that scare you off. So just on and off, and then close the old polarity ground switch there. Like I said, the guy's already he already put in a 3-prong cord. I took a look at it earlier, the circuit, and I don't think I like the way that it was actually wired in there, as far as the way it's wired to the pilot lamp and to the AC outlet there. So I may rewire that when I get in there. But all the glass, it's original, not new old stock tubes. Take these out. Let's see what they are. See, we got an old GE GZ34, so that's pretty common. This is a lot of people want to argue that the 5Y3 is the correct rectifier. I've had plenty of discussions with people online about that, and I don't even want to get started on that conversation right now. It's for another day. Then you have some old GE 6v6s, GTAs. I'll test these later on, but they sound great. No issues with them. I may just test them to see if they match, but they seem to work fine. Everything works strong, trim blow wise. Give me a copy of the schematic. So you see, you probably can't tell, but whoever redid this even painted the inside of the cabinet this nasty brown. So I don't know what I'll be able to do there, but I don't know how they managed to work around the tube chart, because they kept it in there. Looks like they may have pulled it off and taped it back. Here, the corner of it is ripped off down here in the bottom. Oops, see, it's kind of falling apart. I may try to, I don't know if I can put that back in or not. I may have to just bite the bullet on that and say I'm gonna lose the little tube chart sticker there, but I'll try to salvage as much as I can. Speaker that came in it when I bought it was this crate. Well, it says crate. The guys told me it's actually a Eminence speaker. I took his word for it. I'm not sure. I haven't really pulled it out to look at it yet. But from online, a lot of people raved about the using the Eminence Raging Cajun. So I don't know if that's technically what this is. It just has a crate sticker. I'm gonna have to do some research on that to see if it is, in fact, legit Eminence speaker, and it may be the same as a Raging Cajun. A lot of these speaker manufacturers, they'll slap their own sticker on the back, and unless you really look into them, you're not exactly sure what kind of speaker it is. But anyway, may keep that. I have an old Jensen C10 I may put back in there, but I'm also looking for the original Oxford. I think it's a 10J4. It came in these with the blue Fender sticker label, which would have been stock when these came from the factory. So I'm looking for one of those, even though it probably isn't the best speaker to go with. I'm just trying to go back 100% original. So I don't know if I'll be able to find one or not. They're hard to come by, kind of scarce, but who knows? I'll look. One thing I did notice is this 16 ohm. Don't necessarily like that about it. I think this is original, should be an 8 ohm speaker. But like the guy was saying, you can always run a higher ohms, just not less. So you just don't get as much, I guess, headroom necessarily. But like I say, I may try to find an 8 ohm to go back with. I know that Jensen I have is an 8 ohm, plus it's a 50 watt speaker, so it may sound better than what's in here now. But Besides that, I guess we can take a look. Show what preamp tubes are in here. Look like some old GEs as well. Yep, an old GE Pro AX7. Here's the original tube cover. Clean those up with some steel wool. Here's the other. So those are nice shape. Let's see in here. Oop. This one as well. 12AX7. So some nice new old stock glass came in it. So that's cool. Probably at least $100 worth of tubes here. New old stock tubes. As long as they all test out good and sounded good. That's a quick run through of the outside. I'll take the back panels off and pull the chassis, and we'll take a look at it. Like I say, all the transformers are all original. I'll just walk around. You see, this cab's in decent shape. Just has some little nicks in it, and may try to sand those out and recover it. But anyway, that is, I guess, part one of the Princeton amp rebuild. So stick around for part two.